We recently saw how gold's ability to store value across scales, space, and time has allowed it to become the poster boy for money. Yet, as economies grew in size and connectedness, gold's ability to store value across space slowly diminished. In this third video, we'll look deeper into gold's diminishing ability to store value across space and, consequently, time. However, because it is a bit of a long story, I have split my explanation on gold's failure as money into two parts. Nevertheless, let's start with gold's ability to scale. If, for instance, you wanted to buy anything from a market, the basic unit of account, which is in fact money's third function, would be weight in gold. In other words, if I wanted to buy a kilogram of meat, the price would be denominated in grams of gold. However, the main problem with this is that breaking gold down into a specific weight for small transactions can be rather cumbersome. If all I carried with me was a brick of gold, then I'd have to find a way to break that brick down into smaller pieces. This, in fact, gave way to the much needed solution to carry around gold in smaller and standardized pieces, such as coins. This solution resulted in a standard unit of account from which everyone could measure and calculate value. In this way, the standardization of gold into coins made gold an even more widely accepted medium of exchange. The problem with standard coins, however, and with gold itself, comes down to trusting a government's good intentions. Unless you have a trained eye, verifying gold can be quite difficult. Thus, it became necessary to have a quote-unquote objective government body to guarantee the standardization and purity of coins. As history shows, however, having a government body mint coins makes inflation quite tempting when your people don't want to fund a specific government project. Tampering with the coin's contents was a common practice to increase the amount of gold coins without actually using more gold. In other words, much like in the previous scenario mentioned in the last video, a bad actor, in this case the government, could melt the gold down and mix it with other easy-to-produce metals, which in turn allowed the government to produce more quote-unquote gold coins. As a result, a government could more easily fund their projects without the need to ask their people for more money. This inflationary process, as previously seen, diminished the purchasing power of each one of those coins. As you can see, inflating the money supply in this way truly is a hidden tax. It's a way for governments to increase spending without asking for permission, and it costs people their purchasing power. On the next video, we'll expand more on how these governmental practices continue to exist today, and how paper money increased gold's ability to store value across scales and space at the cost of storing value across time.